Can fat and fit influencers find common ground? Wait, what is this?
Hey y'all, do you love middle ground? I know I do. Did you know that every purchase made at the Jubilee shop helps fund the show out our merch at shop?
I've never watched one of these before, so I'm not gonna watch this trash.
Honestly, every one of your purchases goes
fat influencer
away, and we're so grateful for you.
Okay.
Enjoy this episode.
When I hear the term fat influencer, I'm thinking like an unhealthy standard being set. I just can't get behind being complacent.
Wait, an NA influencer, right? That's what you mean. When they say fat influencer, it means NA, right? Like, it just means this is like standard American. This is like standard Zaryu type guy, and then standard, I guess, female equivalent of Zaryu.
Complacency.
Middle ground. What do you mean? I mean, what are they gonna find middle ground on? Like, they both like titties?
And fitness has been a huge part of my life, and I love to share what I know about it. Overall, it's just a way of life.
My name is Tyler. I'm a fat influencer, and on my platform, I like to spread body positivity, mental health awareness, and
no,
looking good while fat.
Oh, wait, they mean by that, they mean people who are like fat as fuck, and they try to play it off as like a positive attribute. And it's like, and they're saying like, you don't need to lose weight. You're fine in the body you are, and you should keep being fat, and you should die early, and you should have a bunch of morbidities that mean you're more likely to die early. I mean, no, okay, no, I fucking hate these fat ones.
So when I think of the word fat influencers, I think of influencers who are either promoting others to be fat in the same sense that fitness influencers promote fitness.
I don't like people that obsess over being fat, just like I don't like people that obsess over fitness. I'm in my own fitness journey, and a lot of people like it because I'm not the stereotypical dude.
The misconception that the opposite side has of me is that I have some agenda to keep people.
What the hell? Wait, what the hell? What's going on with that cheek? Wait, what's going on with that cheek?
Has of me is that I have some agenda to keep people fat. To promote.
What's going on with that cheeks, man? wait, she could actually have some sort of thing, so we actually shouldn't. There could be some sort of thing.
Obesity to tell anybody anything about their size.
Step forward if you agree.
Is that a symptom of diabetes?
I promote healthy standards as an influencer.
I promote healthy standards as an influencer. We gotta wait for this guy to... Okay, now I forgot what the thing was now, because...
Thing about their size.
Okay, we're gonna have to pause donations for you guys.
Step forward if you agree.
Okay.
I promote healthy standards as an influencer.
Nah, bro, nah.
I think we need to discuss what healthy means first, because healthy means many different
is he talking about, because is he going to say mental health? Is he going to say mental health?
Things. So, like, what does health mean to you guys?
For me, I don't focus on diet and weight loss as a tool for health and how I communicate that.
Okay, you don't, okay, mental health and health are not the same thing. Okay, well, I mean, they should define physical health or mental health, really.
Focus on movement and finding movement that works for you, that feels good and is sustainable in your body. Because ultimately, I think everybody would agree, movement is healthy, exercise is healthy.
It's irrelevant if you're fat as fuck and your liver's fucking getting destroyed by fatty liver disease and you're getting diabetes and then you're gonna have to fucking, you're gonna get some infections that go septic and you get your shit fucking literally amputated. Okay, I'm raging. I'm sorry, chat.
In the fitness world,
I'm raging.
And I myself am a yoga instructor, so I kind of straddle both sides. I think there's an overemphasis on physicality and diet and exercise.
Personally,
you're objectively unhealthy and you're gonna die early.
You know, I'm a fat guy, and I've been tired of being a fat guy. And I've actually been told that my approach to it is a little bit extreme. So, you know, I'll do like 24-hour fasts, I'll do intermediate fasting, liquid diets.
Does this mean it?
Promoting moving food into mouth is also movement log W.
Okay.
Things like that. Some people say it's an unhealthy habit. They say like I got an eating disorder, but at the same time, I am seeing results. I do feel like I can run faster, jump higher, walk longer. I kind of feel like when I hear the term fat influencer, I'm thinking like an unhealthy standard being set. You know, I just can't get behind being complacent.
Well, I want to say that it doesn't mean complacency, right? So a little bit about me is that I was a 3-sport athlete almost my entire life, went to college and played a sport, And then I decided, I've always been, a big person, and I was able to manipulate my weight because I also wrestled. So I would bulk up for football season, lose for wrestling, and rinse and repeat. Because of that, though, now my approach is really just about making sure that you take care of your total self. So your mind and your body, and also just making sure that you check in with medical professionals. I work in healthcare, and so I don't tend to take advice from people who are not medical professionals.
And I would...
Mate, you're morbidly obese. You're morbidly obese. You're running out of breath talking. You are not being healthy. That is not healthy. If you say that anyone there is being healthy, there's something like there's being objectively healthy. There's someone who's actually like, and there's someone who's objectively unhealthy. You are objectively unhealthy. Like, let's just be real.
Just like to speak up, like, we're all different. Yeah, there are fat influencers out there that have unhealthy lifestyles that share it, but that's their lifestyle. There are fat influencers that are motivational, that are trying to lose weight. There are fat influencers out there that just are existing in this world and trying to make it.
Wait, define. Okay, she's got a different definition of fat. Okay, body positivity and saying being fat is a good thing is what a fat influencer is. Someone who's trying to lose weight because they understand being fat is bad is not a fat influencer. Let's just get that straight right now.
Accommodating to themselves and people that look like them. So there are so many fat people in this world, and to like
if you're fat as fuck, and you're just out there posing in underwear on a magazine cover, like, you're not brave, dude. You're just some fat person posing in front of a camera getting exploited as a gimmick, so like a bunch of fat people buy the magazine, right? Brave people are out there like fucking firefighters going out there saving fucking people from buildings. They're like the police officers going into dangerous situations. Okay, that is not, like, let's be real, that is not brave. You're just a fat cunt needs to lose weight, bro, and it's unhealthy, and you're spreading this fucking awful message, which is literally killing people. You are literally murdering people. You're taking people's lives earlier than they should be, like, because you're encouraging them to not lose weight and say it's fine to be whatever weight you are. Yeah, as long as you just move a bit, it's fine. No, bro, fucking calories in, calories out, bitch. Calories in, calories out. Like, clearly you're not in a fucking deficit. You ain't losing no weight.
Label them all a certain way, or to put them in a category where they have to perform to make you feel comfortable is disingenuous. It's not good.
Well, that's what kind of upset me. That's why I started my journey at the end of the day, was because, I was depressed. I lost my job in the midst of COVID, and I'm unhappy with who I am. And then I see someone on social media that's like, it's okay to be who you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're telling me that the way I feel is okay, but at the end of the day, I hate how I feel. And so it was kind of out of protest that I started this journey. And I'm damn glad I did. At the end of the day, you're doing a disservice to the people around you that care about you, whether it be close, relatives, society, etc.
True.
And to see someone use a platform like that as a fellow fat kid my entire life, it just pissed me off.
Especially if you got kids. If you're fat as fuck, you're morbidly obese. These people, like, you're gonna die, 20 years earlier. You're taking like all this life off your, you're basically dying early, and your kids aren't gonna you're not gonna be an old granddad. You're gonna be an old grandma. You're gonna be dead, bro. You're gonna be a dead person, right? On average, that's just a fact, and that's a disservice to your children and your children's children.
Hear what you're saying, and it's valid. I've been fat my entire life. I was a fat kid, fat teenager, fat adult, just fat. And that is not my story. And I see that played out over and over and over again in the world, in art, in TV, in movies, like the sad fat trope, nobody's gonna want you. And that plays into the way we treat fat people, but that is not everybody's story. So I hear that you were sad, you were unhealthy, you were uncomfortable, you were isolated, like we can all relate to that, but that is not the story of every fat person.
What?
I am on a journey to like myself in my skin, and that is something I believe is obtainable through hard work and dedication. I mean, nothing else worked, loving yourself, quote unquote, made me eat KFC 3 times a day and gain a lot of weight and turn sedentary. Hating myself encouraged me to be different and encouraged me to change my life. And as a result, I've influenced thousands of kids younger than me's lives.
It's a combination. You want to hate yourself, and you want to aspire to be something better. So you want something to fucking run away from and something to run towards. So, like, yeah, I love it when I'm like fucking feeling fit and feeling good, and I'm like, losing weight. And I hate it being like this fat cunt who's just been eating KFC all day and feeling like shit and just being sedentary, right? Like, so you want to get, you want to go both ways, right? 100%. You want to hate the, you always want to improve, chat. You always want to improve.
Fat shaming is worse than skinny shaming.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Are you fucking dumb, mate? Are you fucking dumb, mate? Are you fucking dumb? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Because fat people die earlier, and there's way more morbidity associated with being fat than being skinny. You're far worse off. If you, like, let's be real here. If someone's skinny, they're probably going to be more healthy on average than someone who's overweight. So it's better to fat shame. Therefore, it's worse if you skinny shame. Facts.
When you thin shame somebody, it is based off of aesthetic. Like, oh, you're so skinny. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could eat whatever I want and stay skinny. There are these assumptions we have about people in fat bodies that we don't place on thin people, even if they're thin.
Oh, and skinny shaming is like people calling Asmongold withered. That's what I like. What the fuck is this? What her definition of like that? Like actual, like it's like people who are like unironically like. Don't get me wrong. Asmongold or Zach, would be probably objectively more healthy if he had more meat, right? Like you don't want. There's like a point where like if your body hasn't got any nutrition to pull from, it starts eating your muscles and stuff, which is not ideal. And it can slow. Your metabolism can literally slow down, and it can you can turn it. It can give you brain delay. Like which is like that's skinny shaming to me anyway. When someone's doing that. Minus calories.
These obese influencers have never been skinny. Why does their opinion matter? They've never been bullied for being skinny. It sucks too.
Yeah, but I mean, you're white. But the thing is, you understand, getting. I think fat shaming is better than not fat shaming. I think it's a positive thing to fat shame. When people call me fat lol, it's like inspiring for me to lose weight. I think fat shaming is a positive thing. I think you're better off. Like it's certainly fat shaming is better than fat encouraging and saying, no, you don't need to lose weight. Your body's perfect as it is. Oh, you're so brave going out there. Oh my God, yeah. Go be a yoga instructor. Go on the beach and all that that is certainly better to fat shame someone than it is to encourage them to continue to be fat. Let's be real. Facts.
Beyond health, and it really makes it so that fat people are overlooked, and it creates an environment where it's okay to perpetuate hate and even violence.
What the
being
fuck?
thin won't limit you.
Dude, fat people have got enough problems already. They don't need to get no one's sitting there. Oh wait, at school, kids could bully the fat kid. I remember people used to slap like Andre's titties and be like man titties, and they'd whip his titties. Because he kind of he had more estrogen than usual, so he had kind of man titties. But I mean, that wasn't violence. That was people just teasing him. But that was fat shaming, I guess, to an extent. And you know what happened? The cunt lost weight. And now he's fucking super healthy. And he was fat for multiple years at high school. He started losing weight. He got fat shamed. People were talking about his man titties all the time. He lost weight. And now he's chilling.
Tier 300. Anyone supporting these fat fucks is delusional or mentally ill.
Okay.
Sure, getting bullied sucks, but that shit made me go to the gym in high school. I got jacked, and I've been happy ever since.
There you go, dude.
Go take a walk, fatties.
There you go, dude.
On a shop, you can walk into a clothing store. It won't limit you.
Hate and even violence.
Okay.
Being thin won't limit you from being able to shop where you want to shop. You can walk into a clothing store, get clothes right off the rack.
Exactly.
Sometimes even have excess. You could go up or down the rack.
It's better to be thin than be fat.
Those are not my
fat shaming's better.
Options. I shop online because I wear a size 15 shoe, because I'm 6'2", and I have a very broad body.
The skinny shaming, there is that backhanded compliment. You see that all the time. But when it comes to the fat shaming, you just see more negative out of it. And I just, you know, it's horrible to see.
But being fat is still taboo.
Wait, how do you know it's not as a positive?
My partner and I'm a gay man dating another fat black gay man.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
we have gone viral on the internet a couple times. And you know what some of the comments were? Never seen.
That's the worst thing, when they start getting like fame because of the fact that they're fat. Like, have you seen that one where like there's that fucking morbidly obese dude with that, like, you know, like more attractive woman, and that's what they do is like, oh, look, I'm so skinny and beautiful, and look how fat and disgusting this guy is, and they like do these disgusting videos, and they keep spamming these awful videos out there. No, it's horrible. And then she keeps feeding him and making him fatter, and it's like reinforcing this behavior. And that's what's happening with this guy here. He's like, they found success being fat, and like the whole stick of like this trope of this fat gay dude, and now it's encouraging it and reinforcing it, and now he's sitting there and making, you know, encouraging other people to kill themselves slowly. Right? He's out there preaching like, kill yourself slowly by being fat and morbidly obese. Don't lose weight.
Another fat black gay man, and
oh shit, what is this? Yeah,
Gay and fat LOL.
Okay, dude, stop.
we have gone viral on the internet a couple times. And you know what some of the comments were? Never seen two fat people together. I get pats on the back for posting a picture at the beach with no shirt on. Why am I being patted on the back?
It's not brave. It's not brave at all. It's literally, you're just fat on the beach. You're just fat on the beach. It's like the walruses do it too.
Back for that.
Right.
Can the disagreeer step forward?
Go be a firefighter or something.
Well, when I hear fat shaming, skinny shaming, all that stuff, I just think back to like middle school, high school, you know, picking on kids. It's bullying. I believe everyone goes through body dysmorphia. One of my homegirls is a model, and she's always complaining how she doesn't like the way she looks, even though like 99% of all women would probably prefer they looked like her. She hates the way she looks, and she's like, I wish my boobs were bigger. I wish my butt was bigger. Yeah. I believe, you know, that's priorities. The media, that's the entertainment industry, is they have a standard of what, at the end of the day, is desired, I guess, but not every.
Someone in chat said bullying is always hurtful. Bullying can be something to, you know, run away from or avoid, right? And you don't want. I think bullying is not always negative. I think bullying can certainly be a positive. Like, seriously, I think it can certainly be a motivating factor. I mean, I wonder how many like of the top athletes got bullied, and then because of that, they tried fucking super hard and they popped the fuck off. It's a motivator. It really is. It really is. Like, genuinely. Like, I mean, you can't tell me it's not, because of the fact that, like, I mean, have a look at some of the best fighters. Have a look at some of the best, you know, sportsmen. Have a look at some of the people who fucking popped off because of the fact they were bullied. It's like, I think it's a part of development. I think everyone should be bullied to a certain extent. No, not to the point where you know, not to the point where you're fucking committing suicide, or it's, you know, it's getting really bad, but a bit of bullying, that's how the fucking world works, boys. There's lots of cunts out there, and you need to be exposed to that shit. And on top of that, it can be a good motivating factor to go and do something. Let's be real.
Chia 300, you are going to make all the soys in chat mauled with this steak. You are right, though.
Yeah, well, man. Shit, man.
Everyone's built like
Have you not seen over-sheltered kids and seen how much of a cunt they are, and how fucking disillusioned they are with the reality? Have you not seen how sheltered kids, how bad they are? Like, you shelter your kids, you fucking broke them. They need it. They need like a level of bullying. And to say this, like, honestly, if you're fat, you need to be bullied for being fat, because and certainly you don't want to be encouraged for being fat, because that's way worse.
Marilyn Monroe.
Like, that's just why you call me fat, lol. So then it encourages me to not be fat. Okay.
Bullying is a motivator, all right. A motivator for kids to shoot up schools. We don't need that shit, bruv.
Okay, dude. No, do you know, everyone? I've been looking into like I've been watching some of these like murder things, and so many. Do you know what I've noticed? At every single one of these fucking murderers has some weird fucked up mummy issue. There's some weird fucked up shit going with their mum, or they got like
That's why we bully your Quin fat lol.
Sexually abused.
Not a meme.
And
We better
abused.
smile.
Yeah, like all of them. Like legit. I have not watched a single fucking episode of this show I've been watching recently on Netflix, where basically they go in and they're interviewing murderers. Every single one of them, like, basically sexually, you know, physically abused as a child. Let's be real. That's not bullying. No, like sexual abuse. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's if you wanna like fucking have a super high chance of just completely bricking your son, sexually abuse them, right? And then there's the really high chance they'll just go around murdering people or even kill you, right? Let's be real, or kill the guy across the street.
You said 99% of women would probably want to look like her. That's to me, some of the language that is the problem. Is that I'm assuming that she's probably of a thinner body, right? Because she's a model, but a lot of women don't. It's okay. Your body you are the standard. You are the model. You are the beauty. Like the fact that we think like that already is still what the problem is.
No. But what are you gonna say? There's an objective healthy body and there's an objective unhealthy body. So that's what you're gonna understand. It's not relative. There's no like, oh yeah, it's in my head.
Fat shaming is worse than the skinny shaming because like even our language, I know people just desire this really thin body. You know, it's like that's the language in the language.
No, it's because it's healthy. People are attracted to healthy bodies because morbidly obese is not healthy, so it's disgusting and repulsive. And we can detect that, right? That's why like there's these ratios that look really good. Wide hips, kind of skinny but with large breasts. You know, people like that shit, bro. Yeah. Okay. Wait for it.
Got bullied in school for being short. Yay, cool, let me just gain height. Just grow more forehead.
Yeah, but
easy clap cheer 300.
That's life lessons, bro. People are going to be about stuff that you can't change, and you have to learn to fucking understand that, right? And if you don't, if you just get sheltered, guess what happens when you get bullied later on in life? You go ballistic. You don't know how to handle it.
Kappa 100 who defines the line of too much bullying? You say not to the point of Southside, but you don't say who measures that Kappa 100 Kappa 100.
Wait, what do you mean? I mean, I think a bit of bullying is it's like anything. It's like you over sheltering is far worse than under sheltering the kids, in my opinion. Far worse. Like you're better off to be exposed to maybe a little bit too much shit than to be not exposed to anything at all.
When I get negative comments about my relationship with my partner, I kind of like to troll back. For example, if I tweet a picture of us kissing or dancing, people will spew the homophobic slurs and stuff. So I like to then just share more pictures of us kissing and really double down into it and let them know, honey, you know, we're here to stay. The girls are not going anywhere, you know, and just like
until you die of diabetes, right? Until you. Like you get a DVT that goes to your fucking head and you get a stroke, right? Like,
I know that I'm confident in myself. I'm happy. I'm in love and I'm living my life.
And you should lose weight. You know, some other things.
I don't think I've ever been shamed for my body. I was always moving. I was always, you know, that I stayed fit my whole life. You know, to be a fitness influencer, you have to have that image, that skinny, fit, toned look. That's really not the case. If you have the knowledge, if you have the passion to want to help people with their fitness journey, it doesn't matter. I highly believe that.
I feel pressure to look a certain way for my followers.
Yeah, you know, I started, I'm a fat kid losing weight.
I am an advocate for smoking and alcoholic positivity. Just because my speech is slurred, teeth yellow, am unable to function normally and have a permanent cough doesn't mean I am unhealthy. Do not shame people for drinking and smoking 24/7. We are normal.
It's actually, it's kind of extreme, but it's actually not that extreme. No, because really, they've compared like being morbidly obese. I think it's worse. I think you're actually better off smoking than being fat, right? Like it's like straight up. Like if you can trade being fat for being a chronic smoker, man, you're straight up better off. Which is fucked up if you think about it, because you're literally smoking like tar and shit. Like your lungs are just getting destroyed. I mean, ideally, I mean, really, you don't want to be. I mean, neither of those things. I mean, probably like I guess vaping, dude. Wait, what can you do? What's the least offensive thing to your body when it comes to smoking?
I feel like he keeps intertwining these two separate things, being fat and being gay. They have nothing to do with each other. One you can control, other you cannot. Am I cooked?
Yeah.
Wait, man.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I got an expectation to uphold. You know, I get people all the time, haters, that are like, oh, he's gonna quit, crash diet, blah blah blah. But then, you know, there's kids that tell me, you know, you got me out of bed today. You're the best person on the internet. Like, I love you. If I can motivate someone,
That's
one person a day.
That's what you guys like to me as well. True, relatable.
To do something, to better themselves, I'm going to do everything in my power to keep myself going. And that means not quitting. And that means looking a certain way, always developing, always growing.
He's on a fat journey.
And, you know, because if I quit, I'm letting down thousands of people.
I think you should just be skinny because you want to be healthy, not because you want other people.
I used to feel a lot of pressure, but I think with practice, you get over those pressures, you learn how to deal with it and understand that the pressure is really from yourself. It's internalized. Like, you're thinking about what others think of you, when in reality they could care less. They don't even see the little things.
That's exactly it. I think we should stop worrying about what other people think.
But it's so hard. I mean, like, I could say that every day, and
it is.
I still think about what people think.
Like, it is. We all do. But that's something that is a good challenge for all of us. You know, that's something that we need to really just try. And once we get on that road, it's not easy. We're gonna have days where we're just gonna be like, oh, he thinks, I think. But if we can get past that, even just a little bit, it's just gonna make our lives even easier. You know, just stop worrying about other people.
What are you guys boomering about? What happened?
I just feel like, you know, like everybody else, this is my account, and you are a guest here. You know, I have had to learn to not be that way. So, and for Nick, I understand that, you know, your social media and your journey is very different. Like, I could clearly see how people or your following would have those expectations for you to continue to lose the weight. It's like, okay, well, we joined this guy so that we could join his journey on his weight loss. So we only want to see him doing the weight loss. Like, you better not like plateau or gain. You know, I could definitely see that.
Well,
wasn't he describing just before about how he's like how him being fat and gay was like his whole stick? Wasn't he just explaining how like his followers are kind of like getting hyped about the fact that he's fat and gay? Like, and now he's saying he doesn't care whether or not he's fat. Like, I swear to God, he seems full of shit.
It's a sense of accountability, and it really helps me keep my shit going. Otherwise, I would have dropped out a long time ago, to be honest. And I don't do like, this is how to do a curl and things like that.
This guy reminds me of
Boogie.
Boogie.
Like how I feel. I sort of have a self-deprecating outlook on myself and how I feel.
This guy reminds me of
like
Boogie.
A military style thing, like you're trash. Like, you will never be good, just give up type thing to myself.
I think that's interesting that you say that, because the content that I post is not just for people, it's mostly for me, and it's part of my own, it's cathartic to see myself in like sweating, like trying to do a headstand and falling, or looking glam for an event, and everything between. So being authentic and like showing up as I am, whether people like it or not, or expecting it or not, is an exercise in self-love. It helps me accept myself. I was really shy as a kid, and also, you know, overweight or fat. I think the misconception is that I wasn't intelligent and that I was lazy. Like, that's a lot of the bullying I got, right? Yeah, I don't think I dealt with it well. It wasn't until later in life where I started to kind of reject that narrative.
Most intelligent people are skinny. Because they spend too much time. I mean, let's be real. I mean, think of the smartest people you know, and think about think about the smartest people you know, and think about how many of them are fat. There's a few fat people that, I mean, wait, who can I think of that was fat as fuck but smart?
Cheer 300. I mean, who cares? If you can get shit done while eating 500 burgers, eat the damn burgers. As long as you carry your own weight. Heh?
He's a fat, smart guy, though, right? Gabe. There you go, that's one. Elon Musk. Nah, he's not. I mean, he's starting to get a little bit chubby, but, you know, he's not fat.
Damn, you looking good, ATM. Imagine what a hunk you would be if you weren't 5 feet 3 inches.
Okay, I'm 5'8", you fucking pussy bitch. You fucking pussy bitch. No. I feel like you are, I think you are, you know, nutritionally illiterate if you are like morbidly obese, right? Or you have something like some depressive disorder where like ME or something where you're physically, like you're mentally unmotivated to do anything. And then, that, you know, that's like some shit, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, but yeah, I think most fat people just don't understand that. Oh shit, like, you know, there's certain calories that are good, certain calories that are bad, you know, and then on top of that, if I eat a fuck ton and I don't do any exercise, then I'm not going to lose any weight. This is awful lie being pushed out there. Like, people just need to, like, do more exercise. And when it's not the case, it's like 80% diet, 20% exercise. Whereas the you know, sugar industry and all the fast food Andes, they all push this like, oh, I just need to do more exercise. But actually, no, if you eat like a fucking full-on McDonald's family meal, you know, you'd have to do like an entire marathon to work that shit off. It's not like you just do exercise. What happens is people will exercise and they feel like, oh, I've exercised, now I can eat way more because I've done lots of exercise. But there's like a complete dissociation between how much they think they're burning off versus what they're actually doing. Weight loss programs are toxic. Fuck no.
Weight loss programs are toxic.
I swear to God, if they walk forward. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What the fuck do they mean? What the fuck? Going on a diet is... wait, weight loss... what is a weight loss program? What is a weight loss program? Like, if you're going paleo, or you're going... Like, if you're changing a lifestyle, it's toxic? I'm so confused. Or are they talking about, like, because changing a lifestyle is not toxic.
Fitness promoters are promoting these weight loss programs or these diets that aren't working for everyone. And it's kind of sad to see because it's really...
Eat healthy and, like, eat a little bit less and do exercise. How's that?
Affecting people and, like, the way they see fitness and health, and it's toxic.
I think, and the focus is always, it seems to be like, just lose the weight, just lose the weight, just lose the weight, and then you'll be happy and everything will be okay, and you'll feel good and you'll fit into that.
You will feel better.
It's like, whoa, I can lose all that weight and I could still be miserable.
Personally, in my journey, one of my biggest points is I do not use a scale.
I would love to see, like, I would love to see people's, is there any stats on, like, how people's overall well-being and like, their weight? I mean, I would bet my fucking life that people who are skinny, on average, have better overall well-being than people who are fat. Because they're just not going to be in hospital all the time. They're not going to have as many health conditions. There's all these things that they can go out and do more stuff. Their knees aren't fucked. They can literally go, you know, get on an airplane and just use a plane without having to use multiple seats. There's, I mean, like, really, they can have more sex more easily. I mean, like, really, your life is just objectively better if you're skinny.
Because goals to me are limitations, and when you hit that goal,
hey, Quin, love you, yep, cock.
Oh man, yo, my man.
Comfortable, aka complacent. You're like, oh, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds and then I'm good. And so I don't focus on the weight. I focus on everything else. I focus on, you know, getting out of bed, that routine of going to the gym, that routine of eating healthy, that normal feeling of like a caloric deficit and things like that.
That's a good way to do it too. I'm a fitness trainer too, and I tell my clients,
program.
I'm like, the scale really doesn't tell you much. You're gonna fluctuate. It's water weight. It's a lot to it. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You gotta see those physical changes.
I don't even think it's the physical changes, because I'm gonna be straight up. I probably had body dysmorphia for a little bit, and I would always like check myself in the mirror. You know, like after eating, I would check myself because I wanted to keep a six-pack because the fitness industry told me that I needed a six-pack. You hear fitness influencer, and like the first thing you think is like weight loss program, selling a program, selling a course.
I cringe.
And I purposely wore this shirt this morning just to see like if there would be any extra bias. One thing I noticed about fitness, being in this space for so long, is that just because you're into fitness doesn't mean you're into health. I told everyone that I dealt with body dysmorphia, and I think in terms of dealing with it, it's just learning that my value is not completely tied to my appearance. There's so many other things that I can see value in myself now. I really do enjoy the autonomy I have over my own health and my own wellness.
I have suffered from eating disorders.
I didn't realize it until a couple years after, but I was tracking like every food. I did track calories, macros.
Wait, counting calories is not okay, dude. All right, let's.
Man, I had my scale, and I would bring it like to the college's dining hall, I would like weigh everything. And it would get to the point where I would either eat before going out, like if I knew my friends were gonna go out to eat, I would eat at home so I could measure all the food out, put it into MyFitnessPal, and then go out and not eat with them. Or I would probably just not go out at all.
Okay, that's cringe, dude. That's cringe. You can use MyFitnessPal, and you can understand what your average diet is, right? MFP, chat. MFP. That's normal. You can do that for your stuff at home, whatever, and then you're like, all right, I'm going out to eat with my friends. I'm gonna eat whatever. Who gives a fuck? Right? Who gives a fuck? And then you just make sure you eat a little bit less the next day.
Food and fitness really took over my life for a few years. I was super, super obsessed with just
it's not a
getting
disorder.
that goal weight or looking good and everything like that.
Counting calories is not a disorder.
I found myself just super depressed, and I,
it's
didn't
cringe
eat the
though.
foods I wanted to eat, and I overexercised, and I wasn't myself. It was just a horrible point in my life, and I had to go see a doctor. I had to get that help. Mentally, I wasn't there. So these things are real. Like, this stuff happens and people don't reach out enough.
The last time I had really restricted my eating, I needed to lose like almost 30 pounds in like 11 days. And I did that. And I stepped on the wrestling mat and I had absolutely no strength. I had no energy, no strength. I got whooped. I got tossed up and down the mat. And then after that, I told myself that I would never do it again. But of course, out of bad habits, I just picked up another bad habit and then began to enjoy binge eating. And then it was like, okay, well, now I'm not restricting anything and now everything goes.
And how are you now?
Now I'm much better. Therapy, medication, everyday practicing, doing the right kinds of things. I'm much better now.
I
Medication?
suffered from an eating disorder. I had childhood trauma, and it took me until my adulthood to realize I was pacifying with food, and that's something that was taught to me. And then on the other end of that, with extreme dieting, like I did the HCG protocol, where you eat 500 calories a day and give yourself an injection for months on end. And so I have done the full spectrum.
The 500 calorie diet, was that something with like a medical professional that they recommended?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? The fuck? Injecting shit in 500 calorie diet? The fuck is she on about? The fuck is going on? I mean, she could fast for a few weeks. She could do like like 3 months of fasting with ease. Some mineral water, some multivitamin. Yeah, she could fast for like 3 months, no sweat, no food. But like, if you just hardcore reduce calories, your metabolism gets fucking destroyed.
Chia 300 WTF, you could eat 1,500 calories a day and lose weight.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Dude, those cunts have fasted for more than a year without eating any food, okay? And without suffering any medical complications. You can do that. But eating 500 calories a day, it sounds like a good way to just annihilate your metabolism.
I mean, how was that? Like,
It was traumatic. It drove me into a spiral. Like, I can relate to what you're saying about like bringing your scale and eating before you went out with your friends, because that was me. It's really, it's taken so much time for me to get to a point to even know what I like to eat. And it took me until like 25, 30 to even realize, okay, I don't actually like eating that. I actually don't like this. I like this. And it's been really healing to like reclaim my relationship with food and to say like, okay, this is what I like and this is what makes me feel really good.
As a fitness influencer, what are some things I can do that helps out the other side, which would be fat influencers? What are like certain things that you guys promote?
You want to help them out? Is fucking destroying them as much as possible. Calling them the fuck out on their bullshit. That's what would help you, okay, dude?
See me promoting.
Really want people to stop looking at fat people and all of a sudden becoming medical professionals and telling me about high blood pressure and diabetes, because again...
What? I mean, there's a direct link with being fucking morbidly obese and having diabetes. I mean, I don't understand. Like, what? I'm so confused. Quin's getting called out. I mean, really? No. I mean, you can be skinny and also have diabetes. You could just eat tons of processed, refined sugars. You can get that's what's happening in China. Their diabetes rates are really high, but they're not actually fat because they're eating such trash food and just a bunch of refined sugars. You can have diabetes without being fat, but no, you can also. No. If you're obese, you're more likely to be diabetic.
Chia 300, whoever made those chairs deserves the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay, the chairs. These chairs are badass.
You're not a medical professional, right? Let's let the fat people do the most.
Listen to his chair as he talks, bro. What the fuck? There's another danger of being fat.
And diabetes, because again, you're not a medical professional, right? Let's let.
Can you hear that shit? It's literally squeaking, and you can see it moving back and forward. Holy shit! The shit is about to break, bro. The chair is screaming.
Chia 300 defined chair.
That's actually a stool.
Let the fat people do the mukbangs too. If you want to do one, that is so cool. But if a fat person wants to do one, let us just do it in peace. That would be my takeaway. Because you never know what we're doing behind the scenes. You don't know how many therapists, how many doctors, dietitians. You have no idea how many things that we've had.
No, if you have every genetic, they've actually done this. They're like, okay, this attributes for about being 2% more obese. This one's like 3%. And if you get every single genetic marker associated with being obese, it's like you're like 30% more overweight. It's literally, it's like 30. You're like, it really is. It's nothing. You have people with thyroid things, all this shit. Really.
I want to know a little bit more.
It just comes in. It's literally calories in, calories out. Unironically. Now, don't get me wrong. There's better calories and worse calories. Just like eating a bunch of refined sugars is terrible for you and will fuck you up and give you diabetes, even though you could be skinny. But 100%, it literally is calories in, calories out.
More about the beauty standard on, we're in 2020.
It's impossible to have every genetic marker for like being fat. It's just like an extreme. It's like if you had literally every single one, it was like 30%. I believe that was the number that we got.
21, and it's not like back in the day now. Are we making the right direction? Is that good?
I think it's reactive. It's good. Visibility is important. I've talked about this before earlier. I think that we all deserve to be represented, no matter what we look like, no matter what the status of our health. We should all see ourselves in the world. So I think, there is progress being made. There are brands that are making sizes that
Hell yeah, brother.
more people can wear. We are seeing body diversity on magazines and things like that, but it's very reactive and it's very tight.
We saw people promoting cigarettes and trying to make them look cool, right? We saw people promoting alcohol to fucking minors and stuff. Yeah, we get it. Like, it's terrible and bad. You shouldn't do it.
Into commerce and marketing. Yeah. So is it real? I don't know, but it's part of our culture and it's slowly shifting for whatever reason, regardless, it will eventually have an impact on society as a whole. So yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why they're doing that? Do you know why they're marketing to fat people, dude? It's because the majority of fucking America is obese now. So it's just good marketing because there's more fat people than skinny people now.
Yes and no.
Is it going to promote people to think it's okay to be overweight?
Here's the thing, people have been fat since people have existed.
Yeah.
I don't think that showing us as we are is going to help.
Okay, dude. No. No, wait, what did you just say? Wait, what? Okay, fat is a method for storing energy. You're supposed to be able to get fat for the winter to store energy. Okay, so then you can. Okay, let's be real. No, if you're fucking this obese and this fat, guess what? You don't have to do.
Okay, dude.
Go out and hunt. Go out and get shit. Okay, the whole point of fat is a storage mechanism for energy. You're not supposed to just store energy indefinitely and just get to the point where you're just fucking morbidly obese.
I think it's okay to be overweight.
Here's the thing, people have been fat since people have existed.
Yeah.
I just think that's just so no, it's just so
don't
false.
Think that showing us as
you look at the, I mean, you go and you look at societies that were hunter gatherers, which is modern humans for 200,000 years. The majority of the time was hunting and gathering, right? Living nomadic lifestyles. Okay, you look at them. You look at these tribes. They're so skinny. They're so fit. They don't even have words for all these diseases that we have because they don't get it. They don't get it because they're just out there fucking running around in the bush, killing shit.
We are is going
Getting fish, swimming around, doing, you know.
People have been pedos since people existed.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. I think the pedophiles have probably been around for a while.
Have a negative impact. We are here. We have always been here. You can go to the Louvre and see sculptures of fat people. Fat people have always been around.
Yeah, wait, sculptures of what are you wait, what are you on about? It's past like fucking, what is she on about? It's the past like fucking 2,000 years? Is she talking about like the past 5,000 years? What is she even on about? What about the other 195,000 years? What is she like? What is going on? What is happening right now? What is this? I have no idea how she's like the mental gymnastics that are going on right now.
Being
fat is straight up unhealthy and bad.
And a fitness influencer, it's good to see that perspective from everyone too. We all have our differences. But
I wish I was here.
Stay on the path that we want to stay on.
Would they allow me to be here? I wish I was here. I wish I was on this show right now, fucking in front of these people. Would they even allow me? Would I be too aggressive for the show? I actually don't even know. I would just start spurging out. I would just start spurging the fuck out. That guy would probably try and fight me. The wrestling guy would probably try and find me, and I'd be like, bro, dog, calm down. He'd probably, like, straight up.
Healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, we're gonna be okay. And it's okay to get help. It always is okay to get help.
Thank you so much, everyone.
That was awful. I specifically dislike these, you know, body positive, #body positive, you know, people are encouraged people to be
Chia
fat.
300, how can she say fat people existed 5,000 years ago, when the world is only 2,000 years old?
True.
Is she stupid?
I don't think Christians think it's 5,000 years old. To transnationally have an unfair advantage versus... Oh, shit. Wait, what the fuck? Obviously trans. Obviously,
Hey,
if
Quin,
you're a male...
how's that driver's license coming along?
Going to female, you have a obvious advantage with bone structure, you know, bone density, muscle fiber, all that shit. Are you kidding me?
Because he is.
God damn.